So strings in C. Today's topic of discussion is strings. Now what exactly is a string? So strings in C. Today's topic of discussion is strings. Now what exactly is a string? String is simply an array of characters. Now what does that mean? For example, here the string Manish is present. Okay. Now this string Manish consists of 6 characters: M, A, N, I, S and H. Okay, this string consists of 6 characters, and at the end of this string there is this null character present. Now what does this null character represents? Every time we write a string in C program, this null character compiler add this null character automatically to every string. Okay, so at 0 index of this string M is present, at first index A character is present, at third index N is present, at fourth index I is present, likewise S and H, and this null character is added automatically, but we don't see this null character in our program. This is a basic string program available here. Here we have an array of character MANISH. Okay, this is a string. String is represented using these double quotes on both the sides of a string. Okay, and this square brackets represent an array of characters. Okay, an array, and this char represents a character data type. An array of characters is a string. Integer I is equal to 0. Here we have applied the while loop in this program to get the characters of this string. So I less than 7, 0 is less than 7, print first character, name of I, name of 0, which is n. We get the m here. I plus plus I is equal to 1, I is equal to 1, 1 less than 7, condition is true, 1 less than 7, print name of 1, which is A, M A. Okay, I plus plus I is equal to 2, 2 less than 7, name of 2, 0 1 2, N, print N. I plus plus I is equal to 3 now, 3 less than 7, name of 3, I. 4, name of 4, S. Name of 5, 0 1 2 3 4 5, H. H is present. 6, nothing. 6 less than 7, name of 6, nothing is present. So here we don't have anything on the 6th position, so it did not return anything. Okay, in this way we can print the characters of a string using while loop. Now there is some restriction in this program. Suppose if I add more characters in this string Manish and Komal. So if I add Manish and Komal, if I add more characters in this string, I have to change the condition logic here. Okay, I less than 7 will not work here. It will print only 7 characters: 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. Only 7 characters will be printed here, but I want the entire string. So, and also I don't want to change this every time. Okay, this number, this condition I don't want to change. Suppose if I have the number of characters are only 4, 1 0 sorry 1 2 3 4, only 4 characters, so this 7 does not make any logic. Okay, I want only 4 characters, so only 4 times this loop should run. So this is the restriction of giving the default value to the condition. So how to solve this problem now? There is one way we can execute this logic by writing the null character. This loop will continue till we find the null character at the end of the string. For example, I is equal to 0, name of I is 0, m. Okay, m is not null character, so m will be printed. A, name of 1, name of 1 contains a is not a null character, so it will print a. Now n, name of 2, name of 2 is n is not equal to null character, so here n will be printed. Likewise, at third position I is present, I is not null character, sh. Okay, sh is printed. Now at the end, as I told, the null character automatically get added at the end of every string, so here there is null character present even if we don't write it here. So the null character is present now here. Null character is not equal to null character, this condition becomes false, and we get out of this loop. So this is how, using the null character condition, we can parse this string. We can apply a loop on the array of characters. Okay. Now there are various string functions also available in C. So the first function which we are going to see now is strlen. Now this strlen is used to find the length of a string. Now what will be the length of this string? manish, 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so it did not counted the null character, only the characters present in the string right now, 1 2 3 4 5 6. So the strlen is used for that purpose. strlwr means it converts any string to lowercase. Okay, if the string is present in uppercase, it will convert it into the lowercase. If it is present in the lowercase, it will also convert it into the lowercase. It remains same. strupr strupr is used to convert the string into uppercase. Okay, strcat used to concatenate the string, join the two strings. Okay, now strncat join two strings with the given condition. Okay, here strcat is present, here strncat is present, so both are different. The function is same, like both are used to concatenate, to join the string, to append the string at the end, but this n signifies number of characters to join. Okay, strcpy is used to copy the string. Similarly, strncpy is used to copy the string but with number of characters given. strcmp is used to compare two strings, and strncmp will compare two strings with number of characters given. So let's see these functions in practical now. Here I have written the strlen program. Here Manish string is present inside this character array, and we have to find the length of the string, we have declared the len1 variable strlen and this array of string. So this will return this line, strlen of array will return the length of this array, and that will be assigned to this length 1, and it is printed on the next line. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 is the length of the string, so it has printed the 6 here. It's simple, just you have to write strlen, the name of the function, string function, and the string and the array of characters which you have to find. Okay, and also to use these string functions you have to write the string.h. Now strcmp is used to compare the two strings. Okay, if both the strings, for example, suppose there is a string hello and the b string is hello. If both the strings are equal, strcmp will return a 0 value. If they are not, then it will, suppose a string is hello and b string is mellow, so it will return the numeric difference between the ASCII values of first non-matching pair of characters. So h and first strings h and second strings m, it will return the difference of both of these characters. Okay, as we know, every character in a string has some ASCII value. Okay, ASCII value of small a is 97, ASCII value of capital A is 65. So after this A, B B's ASCII value will become 98, C's ASCII value will become 99, and capital B's ASCII value will become 66, and capital C's ASCII value will become 67. Likewise, you can count the ASCII value till Z. Okay, and the ASCII value of null character is 0, and ASCII value of space is 32. Okay, remember this. ASCII value of space is 32. Capital A 65 and small a 97. Now let's see this program in practical. Here I have created two strings, two character arrays, string 1 and string 2. Okay. String 1 consists of Jerry, string 2 consists of Ferry. strcmp string 1 with Jerry. Okay, string 1 is Jerry, and we are comparing this string 1, okay, Jerry, with this Jerry. Both the strings are equal, so it will return 0. String 1 is compared with string 2 now, Jerry and Ferry. Okay, now Jerry and Ferry, non-matching characters are J and F in this. Okay, so we find the difference of this, J minus F. So the J's ASCII value is 74, F is 70. 74 minus 74. In this way we can calculate the difference between the ASCII values. How I counted the value, ASCII value of this? So if you notice, capital A's ASCII value is 65. So 66, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. At 7 means F characters ASCII value is 70. Likewise, you can calculate the ASCII value for J also. The third one is string 1 means Jerry is compared with Jerry boy. Now Jerry and Jerry are same. Okay. String 1's Jerry and this Jerry is same. Now the non-matching character here is this space, and here we have null character. So the space ASCII value is 32 and the null character is 0. So 0 minus 32 minus 32, like this. Okay, so this is how this strcmp function works in C programming. Now we have strcat. strcat is used to combine two strings. Here we have character array s1 with string hello, character array s2 with string world. Now strcat is concatenated using s1 and s2, hello and world. Both the strings are combined. Okay, hello world, like this. strcat string 1 combines string 2. Like this we have another function like strncat. Now how this function works, it is similar to strcat, which is used to combine the two strings hello and world, but only two characters we have to combine here. Okay, hello, and the second strings two characters, first and second, wo, like this. If I write 3 here, it will combine hello and WOR, like this. And one more thing, to print any string we have %s as a format specifier. Now we have strcpy is used to copy one string from another. So here string s1 is s string 1, s2 is a character array with this string. Okay. Now we have written strcpy s1 comma s2. Now this s2 is copied into this s1, string 2 I am gonna copy it into s1. So when we have printed this s1 here, it has printed this string 2 I am gonna copy it into s1, like this. strncpy, it is used to copy the string again but with given number of characters, like this. Here we have strcpy. Okay, zoom in so that you can see this. Here we have written strcpy, source, it feels cool to write a code. Okay, now it feels cool to write a code. This source is just a character array for now. We haven't initialized anything into this. So this it feels code to write. It feels cool to write a code is copied into this source. Now we are copying strncpy into destination. Okay, this source, which is this string, is copied into the destination, but only 10 characters. 1, 2, including space, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 till C, like this, till C. it the string from source is copied into the destination and we have printed the destination string. Now we have strchr. This function is used to search this character in the string. This is a string present here. Now we have to find the a in this string. Okay, so strchr is used for that purpose. A, now where a is present, here a is present, here a is present, so which a will be counted? This a. So 1 2 3 4, from here a, it will print the entire string. Okay, an example of function str, from this a, not from this a. The first character which we find, from there it will print the entire string. Okay, it is simple. Similarly, we have strrchr. So this rchr will reverse the string, or it will print the character, it will print the string from reverse side, from opposite side. So for example, if we have this string character array like this, rchrf, from here, from this side, right side, it will find f. Here f is present, here f is present. So this f will be counted first because it is coming first from reverse side. So from here it will print the entire string. Okay, from here it will print the entire string. But if we have strchr instead of rchr, then from here this f, it has printed. Okay, similar to strchr, we have strstr. It will search the substring inside a string. For example, we have codezify.com in s1 and codezify in s2 array. Now here str s1 comma s2. So it will search codezify in this string codezify.com, and from there it will print the string. So codezify is present at the first position, so it has printed codezify.com. Okay, if this string is not present, if this second string is not present in the first string, it will not print anything. Here we have written the condition if p, means if we get the string, then only it will print the output, otherwise it will not execute. It is simple. So I hope you got the concept of strings in C, and also we have discussed many string functions available. And if you really got the concept and enjoying learning the series of C programming, do like and subscribe the video so that we can create more videos like this. Thanks for watching.